Ever wonder what's up with the narcissist's unprovoked and unwarranted contempt, stinging their hate? Well, that's what I'm covering in this video. Let's do it. Navigating relationships with narcissists can be a real challenge, there's no question about that. Many of us have had that experience with their toxic attitudes and behaviors firsthand throughout our lives. Today, I'm going to explore the specific personalities and traits that narcissists simply cannot stand. In doing so, it's my hope that by providing a better understanding, you'll not only have your feelings, experiences, and perceptions of reality validated, but also feel empowered to heal and thrive as you move on from whatever form of narcissistic abuse you've endured. Please remember that this information is for educational purposes only and isn't meant to diagnose anyone who may or may not have a personality disorder. Always seek professional help, guidance, and support if you're dealing with a narcissist in any area of your life. Now, with that said, let's get into it. First up, the personality type the narcissist does not like is the empathic soul. With the exception of the degree to which they can manipulate and exploit empathy, narcissists find it challenging to deal with individuals who are genuinely compassionate, empathic, and caring. Why? Well, because your loving nature exposes their lack of empathy and emotional depth. Your ability to genuinely care for others threatens their facade of superiority and self-importance. Empaths often try to see the good in everyone, which can make them a good target for manipulation. If you're an empowered empath who has undergone healing and recovery, particularly from codependency, narcissists don't like that they can't easily exploit you and your kindness. So, they'll likely try to undermine your self-worth. Remember, your empathic nature is a beautiful gift, don't ever let anyone try to diminish that. Next, let's talk about independent spirits. If you're a strong, independent person who knows her worth and can stand on her own 2 feet, the narcissist may very well despise you for it. Your self-reliance threatens their need for admiration and control, and it makes it far less likely that they'll be able to dominate you without some pushback or consequence. Narcissists crave power and dominance in their relationships, and an independent spirit like yours can make them feel inadequate. That's when they'll try to belittle you or your achievements, or they'll try to get you to doubt your capabilities. Whatever you do, stay true to yourself, maintain your independence, and never let anyone attempt to dim your shine. Next is the high achiever. The successful, goal-oriented, accomplished individual who has it together is simultaneously both attractive and repellent to a destructive narcissist. A narcissist aspires to have social status and recognition without having to put in the work to merit or deserve it. So, they want to align themselves with people they feel will benefit them and augment their status by osmosis, while also being envious and jealous of the genuine success and status a successful person has legitimately earned. Whatever the high achiever has managed to create, acquire, or experience will inspire envy and jealousy in the narcissist. Moreover, the narcissist will feel entitled to benefit from the high achiever's hard work and accomplishments, often claiming them as their own and expecting unfettered access to their belongings, resources, and social connections. Next, the authentic truth teller. That's right, the authentic truth teller is another personality the narcissist cannot stand. If you're someone who values honesty, transparency, and open lines of communication, you're going to be seen as a threat to a narcissist's web of lies. Narcissists often use manipulation and deceit to maintain their false self-image and cover up the relationship crimes they've committed. When you bring truth and authenticity into the equation, they'll become uncomfortable because it exposes their lies and manipulative ploys for what they are. Remember, speaking your truth is a powerful way to heal, grow, and set yourself free. So, speak it, but be smart, and never put yourself or anyone else in unnecessary danger by doing so. Next on the list of personalities the narcissist does not like at all is the self-assured, confident person who knows who they are. Genuine confidence is a trait narcissists envy, but can handle when it's not directed at them. If you're secure in yourself and your abilities, a destructive narcissist is going to feel overshadowed. Narcissists thrive on being the center of attention and the most significant person in the room. When you exude self-assurance, it takes away their spotlight, therefore, they may attempt to diminish your confidence by either belittling or gaslighting you. Always remember your worth, and never let anyone diminish you or your self-confidence. Next is the discerner, the person who has the ability to discern. It's not easy for a narcissist to target someone with discernment. They're not easy to manipulate, dupe, or deceive. In other words, where the narcissist is concerned, the person with discernment is going to be onto them quickly. Narcissists' greatest fear is the threat of exposure, so anyone who can see through them, see through their nonsense for what it is, and isn't willing to enable it, is going to be on the receiving end of some serious hate. This includes people who have healed from codependency and narcissistic abuse because, once healed and empowered, you become able to discern what's what much more quickly, and therefore, you become a real threat to the narcissist. Since you're not likely to be willing to participate in all their dysfunction and sick ways of showing up in the relationship, they don't like that. And last but certainly not least, we have the boundary setter. Narcissists dislike individuals who establish clear boundaries and aren't afraid to enforce them. Why? Because boundaries limit their ability to manipulate and control. They won't be able to exploit you when you set and maintain healthy boundaries. It threatens a narcissist's sense of entitlement, so they're likely to push back, attempting to breach those boundaries to maintain power, dominance, and control over you. When this happens, what you want to do is stand firm and prioritize your well-being by protecting yourself and your boundaries. Whatever you do, don't waver. Not only will you lose all credibility if you do so, but it will also make it harder for you to maintain healthy limits and boundaries with the narcissists moving forward. Remember, you teach people how to treat you by standing firm. And standing your ground, respecting yourself and your personal boundaries. The narcissist will eventually have to go elsewhere for a source of supply, and you'll be left in peace. That's the goal. Now that we've covered the personalities narcissists don't like, let's shift our focus to some healing and recovery tips for those of you who are still struggling with narcissistic abuse. Here are 7 recommendations that will help you navigate your way to a better place within yourself so you can break free from the abuse permanently. Number 1, self-reflection. Take time to reflect on your experiences and your feelings. Journaling can be a powerful tool to help you process your feelings and gain clarity. Number 2, seek support. Reach out to friends, family, a qualified therapist, or a coach who can provide emotional support and appropriate guidance during your healing journey. Number 3, self-care. Prioritize self-care practices that nurture your mind, body, and soul. This can include meditation, exercise, healthy eating, and spending time doing things you love. Number 4, education. Educate yourself about the destructive narcissist personality pattern, narcissistic personality disorder, and the dynamics of narcissistic abuse. Knowledge is empowering, and although it's not enough to actually heal, it can help you make sense of your experiences and move you in the direction of a real healing and recovery journey that changes the entire game for you for good. Number 5, establish boundaries. Set and maintain healthy boundaries in all of your relationships, not just with the destructive narcissist in your life. Remember, boundaries are a form of self-love and self-care. You're allowed to have limits and boundaries, but you have to learn how to set and maintain them. No one else is going to do that for you. Number 6, forgive yourself. Healing from narcissistic abuse is a process, so be gentle, kind, and loving with yourself. Practice self-compassion. It's okay to have setbacks. What matters is your ongoing commitment to your healing and recovery journey over time. Number 7, rebuild your confidence. Reconnect with your authentic self and rebuild your confidence. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you, with people who love you, with people who are actually on your team and have your back. You deserve at least that much and so much more.